Good morning. We're here at Bloomberg's offices in central London. I'm with Greg Wade, who is with Molson Coors. We're on the occasion of the announcement of the Water Disclosure Project as part of the Carbon Disclosure Project. Molson Coors are lead sponsors of this Water Disclosure Project. Greg, can I just ask you very quickly, why did Molson Coors decide to become lead sponsors for this project?
Molson Coors has been associated with water throughout its history. You know, we grew up on the banks of the St. Lawrence, the Trent River in the UK, and on the Clear Creek watershed in Colorado. So it's in our DNA. Water's in our DNA. But more importantly, in today's world, water is a very strategic resource for us. It's integral to our product. We use it extensively within our supply chain. Our consumers are looking for companies who are socially responsible, water being one of those areas of social responsibility and management. You heard today, it's an extremely important global issue, and we just want to be involved. CDP has been great for us in terms of common metrics and benchmarking and ability to see how you're performing against your peers and in and outside the industry. And we believe that the Water Disclosure Project will just extend that into another key area for us.
So it's increased your understanding of how you manage and your efficiency in terms of water usage. What's the next step for Molson Coors?
The next step for Molson Coors, so today we're active in managing it internally. The next step for us is to push it back up the supply chain into our suppliers and get them motivated to help us in the quest of saving water, being more water efficient. And probably from a very tactical perspective, it's getting a much better understanding of the watersheds within which we operate. Those which are somewhat stressed are ones we have the most knowledge of. Those that aren't stressed are not that, we don't have as much knowledge. So we need to get more knowledge on which to base future strategies and future activities.
So what do you think is the major threat in terms of water for a company like yourselves? We heard a lot today about the issue of water quality in particular.
Well, I think first is water availability, and then water quality is equally important. You know, in the manufacture of our product, beer, we need a certain profile in water, so water quality is exceptionally important. But there are technologies that you can use to take water and sort of modify it to meet your needs. But what you can't do is you can't modify it if you don't have it. So, you know, availability is really critical to us. And, you know, we have a couple of areas where it's a little bit of a challenge right now. And so that brings it really close to home to heart, so to speak.
Okay. What do you mean by a challenge in terms of the sheer quantity?
Two things. It's the sheer quantity and how that quantity gets divided up among the various constituents. So, for example, in Colorado, we have a Clear Creek Federation, which helps manage that watershed. And that's watershed that supplies us as a manufacturer and the community's growing, and other manufacturers in that community as well. So that's an example. Here in England, in the north of England, we have a manufacturing location which has a stressed aquifer. So in drought conditions in the summer, if we go into water restriction, it inhibits our ability to manufacture. It inhibits our customers in the local area, their ability to utilize water in the ways that are best for them.
And just one last question, a general question. Is the drinks industry being quite active in terms of advancing its water use efficiency?
I would say in general that is the case. The areas within each of those companies' control, I would say, is fairly active. The area of opportunity, as mentioned before, is pushing up through the supply chain and gaining more interaction from our supply base. That will have a much larger impact on the overall footprint of our products. And then within agriculture and things we control for raw materials, there are opportunities there as well.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you very much indeed, Greg.
My
Thanks for
pleasure.
your
Nice
time.
to meet you.
All the best. Thank you.